Push back. Everything that the devil took from you, God is finna give it back to you. Push back. Yeah, let it rise. We give you glory. Bless that wonderful name of. Bless that wonderful name of.
Hey, you guys, it's your girl. Together We Break Chains Production. And I found this video with Jedediah. He actually interviewed the young lady that recorded the video of Carlisha Hood. And a lot of people had a lot to say. You know, they came up with their own opinions and things that I think was a little bit too far. You know what I'm saying? We did a live about it, and we didn't get too deep into it. But what I want to say is this. You have to stop. You have to pay attention. You have to wait. Stop jumping to conclusions, you guys, on what you think happened. Because a lot of times when people report things, especially the news is infamous for not reporting things, you know, the way that it's supposed to be reporting. There have been many occasions where the news had to retract the things that they said and, you know, fix the mistakes that they made. A lot of people wanted to know why the police actually arrested Miss Carlisha. It was said, and I don't know it to be true, but it was said that the police questioned the young man's girlfriend, the gentleman that was shot, and she told them a different story, you know, prior to them getting the video footage that would prove the innocence of Carlisha Hood. Okay, so a lot of people, a lot of men were saying that it was pure execution, and it was not execution. But if you see the video, it'll kind of clear up some of the stuff that was going on. You know, some people said that she was fighting with him, but you know, maybe this video will clear up everything that, you know, everybody was coming up with, all the, you know, allegedly type of conversations, you know, people putting things in places where they shouldn't be, verbally, you know, stating that she should have shut up and just walked away. And I just want to know, in this freedom of United States to speak and say what you want to say, what gives a person the right to tell you that you should not speak or you have no right to speak? So allegedly, this gentleman came in already hyped up on one. Like I said, I would love to see, if it's possible, the toxicology report to see if there could have been like substances in his body that contributed to this behavior. Also, there were reports that the lady, the girlfriend that was with the gentleman, was a domestic violence victim of his, and that he had also attacked other females prior to this day that, you know, this incident took place. So now they're stating that the family has made t-shirts calling this gentleman the Knockout King. I wouldn't want to be known as the Knockout King. I would not want that to be a part of my memory or people remembering me that way, you know. So it's sad, all in all. No matter how you look at the situation, it's really sad. You know, and I just really feel bad that this child has to live with this decision that he had to make to save his mother, you know. So I don't want to keep talking too much, you guys, but this is really a sad situation in its entirety. So with that being said, you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and play this video. And if you, I don't know, there are no more questions or anything that I can answer. I just want to show you this video, you know, based on the interview that Jedediah had with the person that actually recorded this video, you guys. So with that being said, you guys, please be safe out there, because you never know when someone is going to be angry, or someone is going to try to do something to harm you. But everybody, please keep your prayers going up for this young man, because that's a heavy weight and a heavy load, you know, to carry, knowing that you had to do something, you know, to save your mother's life. With that being said, you guys, I'll talk to you well, not after the video, but don't forget to hit that like button, post notification bell, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thank you.
To actually hear from firsthand witness who was actually in the facility of the restaurant when this now viral moment has happened. Her name is Rahima Lewis. She is nothing short of a hero, and it is because of her selfless bravery that we were able to see something that we probably would have never seen in our lifetime. We finally got to see a black woman get justice in America for something that they tried to railroad her in. But because of the selfless bravery of Rahima Lewis, that didn't happen. She wrote. And it is so amazing to me that black women stood up for a black woman. So here we go. Here you all. This is Rahima Lewis. Can you kind of sort of walk us through that night?
Okay. And I was on my way home with my friends. They wanted to stop. My friend and my cousin, they wanted to stop and get something to eat. So we stopped at the Maxwell on 116th Austin. When we got out the car and we was proceeding into the restaurant, the young lady and the man was already arguing when I got there. So they was arguing when I got there. She was explaining to him something about the line. He kept on trying to get her to shut up. Like, if you don't shut up, I'm on my grandma kept on being, aggressive with her. She was never aggressive. Let me get that part straight. Always stay calm and maintain herself. She never got aggressive. So he kept on being, telling her to be quiet, shut up. So she was, I guess her son had walked in at that point. And that's when you guys can hear in the video, her telling her son to go to the car. And once she said, go to the car, y'all hear him say, go to the car, say one more thing, I'll meet you on my grandma. And that's when he hit her. And everybody pushed me out the door, and my phone fell on the ground where I fell too in my phone. So
Wait. I didn't even know that. So you're saying that the people who panicked pushed you down?
Yeah, it pushed me down. I broke my phone, so I can't use my phone unless I got my
Stylist.
my stylist.
Oh, you do got Android. You fancy. So basically, you was in there trying to get food. You saw this incident. What made you record?
I don't know. And I usually don't record. He was so aggressive. He was like, I don't think he was himself that night. I really don't. Usually, I'm telling me, I would rather say something like, could you calm down, leave her alone. But looking at him, it was nothing I could do with that man. Because he was so angry. I believe if I would have said something, he probably would have attacked me too. So at that point, all I can do was pull out my phone and record.
So when I talked to you, you talked about having witnessed this, having recorded it, and 6 or 7 days later, you said you watched something on the internet that also motivated you to share. What was that?
All the comments, how they was bashing that black woman, her son, like they was just this, like she just sent her son in the restaurant and said, just shoot a random person. Just like she was this bad mother. And we as black people, we get painted in that light all the time. And as a black woman with black boys, I would not.
And so you said, I gotta share
it. I would do it again because they always tell us to be quiet. Everybody, they got us in so much fear. I don't fear nothing.
I love that.
Nothing.
I love that.
Nothing. Because I would want anybody to do the same act for me if me and my son was in that situation.
Everything you saw as it relates to people saying she told her son to come in there, she was trying to be a man and be combative with him. These are things, no, you didn't see none of this.
No. All the lies where they said told him to kept on. No, I never heard that. See, I'm about to tell y'all better stop believing everything this internet tell y'all. Because, baby, I keep telling y'all, fake news. And if you don't believe, you hear it from the horse's mouth. Fake news.
Is there anything else that you would say or would want to say?
No, that as black people, we need to stick more together.
Yep. Yes.
Because Cal is not going to get us nowhere. There's too many of our black kids out here getting killed. It's too many. It's like we're at war with ourselves. We're at war for what? We all out here trying to survive. But we hate each other so much. And I don't understand that. And I'm a stick and I'm a ride for man all the time.
That's amazing. When you shared the video, what did you think it was going to do?
What I want, I didn't think what it was. I just wanted justice for that young lady and her son. That's all I was thinking about. And I'm going to be honest. The person that was on my heart the most was that child.
Yes.
I have sons. I have a son that's locked up right now that I'm trying to get out. Right now, that's going through same thing in jail right now. And I would want somebody to do it for me. I want to touch and hug my son right now.
Wow.
You understand? I'm a mother.
About her son, he was portrayed like this kid that just did this. He was like a thug. What did you see with the son? Talk about the son. What you saw.
Oh, when I did my background check and everybody telling me all the things he have accomplished, how he was just graduated from grammar school on his way to high school. No, I couldn't allow that. That boy ain't even finished living. No, he deserved a chance. Because he a hero, because he helped save his mother's life.
Yes.
Because honestly, looking back on that situation at night, I don't think that young man would have got down, would have stopped. Because he kept on. It just went like a one hit and leave it alone. It was multiple.
It shouldn't have been none. And I know she's not saying it should have been more. Keep your hands to yourself.
He did what any son would do for their mother. That's a man's instinct to protect his mother and his sister. A woman, period.
I heard that the place was packed. Like it was a lot of people.
The place was what?
Was it a lot of other people there that could have possibly intervened?
No, it was the young lady that was arguing. The guy that she was arguing with, it was an older man in back of her. Then it was another older man in back of her. Then it was the young lady I was with. Then it was me. And then it was the girl on the side that I think the young man was with. The one that y'all heard in the video saying he told you to shut up. I think he was with him.
Okay.
So that's a total of 2 men, me, 6 people? No, it wasn't crowded. No,
okay.
Not at all. Not nobody there that could have got that man off of her. No, because the 2 men that was in back of her, they was like one had looked like he was about in his 80s, and the man that was behind him wasn't that much younger either. Then you got 3 girls in there.
The one thing that I love about you is that you never was looking for credit. Even when I called you, you was not looking for credit. But I wanted to tell you on this live, and I'm pretty sure everybody on this live feels the same way, what I told you on the phone. You were a hero, a shero.
I got rewarded when God allowed me to help him. That was the biggest award he could have gave me, to allow that mother and that child to walk away and have a second chance.
But do you understand that there's so many people who, even myself, we might have done our little parts, but do you understand that because you did that brave thing, that this family was released? God really did use you for that, right?
I know, because I was trying to get home all that night. I even called my son to try to pick me up, but he wouldn't come. I felt something was going on that night. I knew it. And I wanted to get home bad. I even called my son. He wouldn't come get me. Nobody would come get me. So that's how I ended up there. Because I would have went home. I wouldn't have been in that situation if my son would have picked me up. I look at it that God wanted me to be there because he knew I was going to do the job that he needed me to do. This
is a question that someone asked me to ask you. What do you think that we as a community can do to heal how we handle each other, how we view each other, heal our situation? What do you think?
I think we need to learn how to deal with our emotions. People don't know how to deal with their emotions. And I can be honest, it's something that I'm working on. I used to be that girl, somebody say something to me, yeah, but people that don't know how to deal with their emotions. And start being a little more kind to us, to our neighbors and stuff. I've been living on this, where I live in for years. And this world has became to make us so distant. I mean, we grew up, we all helped each other on the block. We cleaned up together, we cooked together. Like, this generation is just, I don't know. It's so much hate.
So
it's always very interesting to me when I hear people say that, our generation pretty much is like the pits. We're hateful. And I always ask this question every time I hear it. Who raised our generation?
Rahima, I wish that I could have had you come to my house, but I couldn't get you come to my house. That's okay, but I know that you all were able to talk on the phone, but I want to show you somebody really quickly. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Hey, don't make me cry. Don't make me cry. Because I've been looking for you. Don't make me cry. What up?
I see y'all. Oh my God.
She gonna make me cry on here, and I've already been looking crazy, balling my face up in tears. Rahima, you can't even imagine how thankful I am for you. You hear me? Me and my son. I really appreciate you. Okay? We could have still been in there fighting this. coming out of 70, 80,000 for attorneys trying to figure it out. I thank God he used you. She's gone. I know you still hear me. The video gone.
And she on there doing the ugly cry. I'm not gonna put her back on there because Rahima doing the ugly cry.
I'm sorry, I'm an emotional person.
No, it's okay, girl. It's okay to cry. What
I'm glad that I was able to do this for us. Because my relationship with my boys is everything. I love it.
It's
They
okay.
love their mama. They'll do it for me. They'll protect me just like your son will do you. And I'm glad he did what he did for his mom.
Well, I'm definitely gonna be calling you because like I said, you are a hero.
Most definitely. Okay, Shiro.
Shiro. I keep saying I'm so sorry. You are a
Not the hero, you the Shiro. I was the victim.
Take care of your son. Hug on him. Love on him for me.
Girl, did you see that video? Even though I didn't want to post it, I'm like, goodness. But yes, trust me.
Love on him.
Trust
He's an
me.
amazing son, and I promise you, God ain't done with him. I promise you.
Thank you so
He's an
much.
amazing boy. I seen that myself. I know. See, I said without understand, but I'm telling you, your son is amazing. He ain't done with him, baby.
Thank you so much. And I'm doing the best that I can raising him. So
Yeah,
only God
you love
knows.
him.
And that's why I'm here too. To thank you, of course, for what you did for us, and also to just talk a little bit to the people because I was bashed and everything. So I thank you for having that heart. Like, this ain't her.
Yes.
You know, you done probably looked at the page a little bit and was like, nah, this is not the type of mother that she is, that they creating her to be. And I thank you for that. I was in jail crying my eyes out when I heard it's another video released, going viral. I'm getting chills again.
Oh, girl.
Right.
You was calm. I say, dog, the jury that they play to this black woman, this son, oh no.
And I think that's Rahima, that's the one part that I really appreciate you for acknowledging. She was never aggressive.
Thank you.
Never aggressive. So, Rahima, I'm gonna.
People that was out there and want to say what they want to, you had to be there. It's like I told my coach, you had to be there to understand she was never aggressive. You can see it in my video.
Well, I'm gonna.
You never see her.
Rahima, because they can't see you, and I really, really want you to know I appreciate it. I'm gonna be contacting you again.
Please message me back on Facebook. I got all my people tagging your name, so I got something for you as well.
We got a mother that I just absolutely love, Mama Hood. We got a family here, and I just thank them for coming and visiting me and trusting me with this moment. But here it is, right here on our screen, Carlisha Hood. I will not ask her tell the stuff again because she's still traumatized. There's still a lot that it's really hard to, and I don't want to try to keep making her relive the moment. But what I do want her to do, and I asked her to do this, is I just want to know what you went through as it relates to when you were in jail, how that affected you.
Oh, man. Oh, Lord. So, I mean, from the beginning, I didn't think that I was even going to be arrested. Of course, I felt that they were going to hold me, at least for a few. But for the most part, just the whole experience, I've never been in jail. I've never been, locked up or anything. So just the whole experience, just to have to soak that in and at the same time be away from my child, knowing that my child was also going through the same thing with me was a very terrible feeling for me. So in that moment, the whole time I was just like in like shutdown stress mode. I had a face mask on because I really didn't want to be visible at that time, and you all can't imagine.
But this was traumatizing.
Very traumatizing.
And you were toiling, and I'm only reason why I'm saying this is because one thing I do understand that there are things that are going on in court. We're not going into no details. This is why I asked her to come on this live, because number one, I wanted her to hear Rahima, but number two, I wanted y'all to see a little bit of what we've been watching in the background. Y'all allowed the media to give you a narrative, and everybody was tossed with their opinion. When she was free, but do y'all understand that in an overwhelming sense, everybody been telling her, do this, do that, do this, do that, go here, go here. And she been trying to figure out what's the best thing to do. And then she went on there and she was advised they filed the paperwork. But what I watched y'all do again is almost re-victimize a woman who is suffering. because the village keep on forgetting our role. We have to protect our women and our children. Yeah. So in emotional turmoil, she done shut down so many times since I've been talking to her, crying and going through all these emotions. I said, you can and tell them how you felt. I refuse to let y'all make her suffer in silence. Her whole world and her son's world have been turned upside down. So now look at the woman in her face. This is the thing that really, really disturbed me. What as it relates to your child, how did you feel? You can't do it, you can't do it. It's okay, you don't have to.
Nah, I'm okay.
As it relates to your child, what did you say you felt?
Could you repeat
When
that?
you was in jail, when you were arrested, the thoughts about your son, what were those?
I can't even. So the whole time, like I said, I wasn't even thinking about my process at that moment. I was just thinking about my son, because my son is not a bad kid. My son don't hang around other crowds of kids that's out here participating in all these negative things, and that could possibly put him in a situation to endure that situation he was in, being locked up. So just the fact that I knew my son, number one, watching him be arrested in front of me, put in handcuffs, getting his shoestrings took out of shoes, and how he was being handled during that time, and to be separated from me. I've never been separated from neither one of my kids, and to see us have to go in separate rooms, that was a very terrible situation for me to have to endure. And then just sitting in that room, not knowing if they were trying to come interrogate him without me, you know, even though I knew that they couldn't, but I didn't know. Even just going in there, asking, hey, you want some water or whatever. So, but for the most part, just the whole, I couldn't imagine what my son was dealing with, you know, even being in detention.
The thing that she said to me that broke my heart is that this woman who'd been a victim of this situation said, I don't know. I sit here wondering if I'm going to ever see my son again and be able to touch and hold her son again. What I'm going to ask you all to do for me is a huge favor. Love on this family in this very difficult moment. I've had the honor of meeting your son. He is amazing. You did an amazing job. Let's love on her in this very, 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 very tough time. Is there anything you want to say?
First of all, of course, yes, to the people. I know the first video went out, and I'm not going to go into details, but I do appreciate everyone that, you know, knew me and didn't know me, and just was kind of fighting for our situation with the little bit of information that you all had. I just truly, from the bottom of my heart, thank you all.
I'm going to ask y'all black women to do me a huge favor if you don't do nothing else. Protect this sister at all costs moving forward. And if you all can, listen to me. We got to make sure that we help them in this transition. So if you are contributing to them, contribute to them through her directly. Reach out to her, contribute to her directly. I'm not going to put their business out there, but I'm going to tell y'all this is not an easy lift for this family right now.
No, it's not.
This young man he is here, but I'm not putting him on camera because y'all, it just doesn't need to happen. But if y'all had the opportunity and the honor of meeting her son, you will be blown away at the intelligence and the brilliance and the innocence. And let her know that we love her like the black queen that she is. And I'm telling you this on the record. She never did anything to put her child in harm's way. Stop those lies. She never told him.
Never texted him.
She never texted him. She never called him. She never asked him to do anything. She protected her son. She told him to go to the car. And the thing that is craziest to me.
For a fact, a big fact. And if anybody who truly know me, okay, my kids are my everything. I wouldn't dare have my son. I already knew something was off, but like I said, for the most part, I would never put my kids in a situation like that. Neither one of them. I didn't even want my son to witness it. That's why I said go to the car, because he overheard the argument, and that was that.
She was never she never in her tone, and she never done any of that. And we're done. I hope something was said that added value to your life. You all, Chicago, we love you in America.